For more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. So welcome back everyone. For all my new people, welcome. Today we are going to be doing a wig install video, and it is going to be on a 20-inch 13x4 frontal wig, as you can see on the right side of the screen. Now I did have to slow it up here because the video was just moving too fast for me, so that's why I look like I'm directing traffic or something. But this is the Gotta Be glue that I used. It's the gel, and it dries pretty good, so I highly recommend. It'll keep it pretty snug. And I just go around my edges with the Gotta Be. My wig cap is already on. I did use 2 layers of Got to Be glue. Let them dry.
So I just listened to the last clip, and I noticed y'all hear my dog in the background snoring. I don't know why she snores like she done worked a whole 12-hour shift, but y'all, I'm sorry, she is like right here in front of me, so y'all gonna have to see that. I do apologize. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop back into the video. The next step when installing our wig, before we cut it at the hairline, at the hairline, we want to make sure that we make it look like a bald cap. So we want to look bald-headed. So in this step, we go ahead and blend a makeup foundation concealer, whichever you prefer. And you want to make sure it blends with your skin color so you look bald, aka bald cap method. Due to the Texas heat, I did get a bit darker, so I am going to use a darker concealer to mix with my foundation. And the foundation I use is Maybelline's Mocha, which is full coverage, and I just blend it in with the dark cocoa concealer that you get at your local beauty supply, and go around the edges where the Got to Be glue dried up. It could be on your forehead, that's fine, but I'm going to basically cover about half of my head back, the whole hairline, half of my head back, just so the wig, just gives scalp. So yes, we're going to give very much scalp, like straight scalp. You're also going to put your makeup on the inside, the same makeup on the inside of the wig. You're going to spray Gotta Be so it sets and blow dry that baby. Here you see the combs in the wig, which, if you know me, I don't do wig combs. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those suckers out. I don't like the wig combs, especially on the top and the side, because in my opinion, it makes your wig a bit bulky. So in this step, we're going to go ahead, cut the extra cap off of the wig cap. We're going to clean up the hairline with some Skin Protect, or a lot of people use alcohol as well. I'm not really a big fan of alcohol because it does dry your skin out tremendously.
Now I'm dancing to my dog's snore though.
I do want to go ahead and acknowledge the fact that this hair had a lot of fillers, like a lot. And my head is pretty regular sized. I wear a 22, and this wig, for some reason, was just not going with my 22 dome. So it kind of came a bit small. Also, the lace was terrible. It was gray, and long story short, just stick with me. Follow me on this journey of turning this disaster into a better disaster. Let's say that.
So I don't know about y'all, but this is how I like to attach the little wig bands. I don't put it in those little holes, because to me it makes the wig bulky in the back, and it doesn't just fit as tight as it should, in my opinion. So I just connect them two together. Another thing, when I cut the wig combs out, I just cut the 2 on the side, and I kept the 1 in the back so it holds my wig up. And in this step, we're going to go ahead and put 3 layers of whatever glue you use. I use the Kiss, as you can see. This is my final layer. And with that layer, I just go ahead and put a straight line there so I have enough glue and it doesn't just dry out. But on the prior layers, I go ahead and dot both on the cap and on the outside. But you want to make sure you have enough glue so it doesn't dry up fast, and so your stick or whatever you use to flatten out the glue so it doesn't start to stick to the glue. And then you also want to kind of do this pretty quickly so the glue does not dry up on you. But the motive is 3 layers of glue. Wait until it dries clear before you put another layer on there. And then once it dries clear all the way through, then as you know, it's time for us to go ahead and put the baby on. But here, honestly guys, it was really hard for me to just look in my iPad and see what I was doing, because like my phone is like not as big as my iPad, so I can't really see on my phone. But yeah, let's just smooth her down. And then I'm going to actually put a little more on the other side just to wet it up some, because it looks like some of it is more dry than the other. Like the left side is more dry than the right side, so we have to go ahead and like Nikki said.
She said, whoa, Holiday, whoa. I mean, we can't give it to him dry like that. We gotta wet that up. So we're gonna wet her up. Just so that, you know, both sides dry with the equal amount of glue. And that baby sticks for us because that is the motive of the whole thing. We want the wig to stick. And like I said before, we want to make sure that the glue is clear before we lay her down. So to speed that up, you can go ahead and use the blow dryer, but use it on cool. Don't put any heat to it. And now we can go ahead, line her up. Make sure she is a bit up from the cap so that you can't see the cap straight through the wig or the lace. And like I told y'all, oh my gosh, this lace is gray. It's gray, it's purple. It was just, if only y'all could understand the difficulty that this wig gave me. Like, the blues is an understatement, for real. And then once I line her up, I'm not really just sticking the glue there, I'm just lining her up before I just attach the wig to the glue. So before you start laying the wig into the glue, you just line it up. Once you have your alignment set up correctly, that is when you want to go ahead and start pushing the wig into your skin. Start attaching the tackiness to your head. And then you see me having a bit of a difficult time here because, like I said, the wig around my perimeter of my hairline, it just would not work for me. And I know my hair did not grow overnight. Like, there's no way. But yes, this wig was very difficult to get there. And it was not stretchable either. It would tear so easily. And what I'm doing when I'm combing it, I'm basically sticking that glue on. I'm sticking it to the tackiness. I'm laying it down. I am attaching it to my skin. It is set. I'm still tripping over these ear flaps because, like, why do my hair gotta be so big? Anyway, you can also use a blow dryer to help with drying. So guys, I am sorry. I know on the unboxing video I said that I would customize the wig on camera. Honestly, this lace is terrible anyway, so this probably wouldn't have been the best wig to do that with. So once I have it nice and right to my comfortability setting, I go ahead and put the elastic band over it. And look at me checking myself out. But basically, I go ahead and put the elastic band over it. I found it, guys. And I let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes so that the glue dries for us for surely. Put that elastic band right over the edges so that it melts. Yes, melts. So we want the wig to melt in with our skin so it gives scalp.
Wow, that's really retro.
Okay, so this is when I took the elastic band off. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the extra lace off so we can go ahead and get it blended to the scalp. Now, you can see in the clip, this is where the grayness really comes in. Like, it's so gray. And what I like to do is cut it up the middle so that I can go down the left and the right side. And then you want to get as close to the hairline as possible. But be very careful so that you don't cut yourself. If you do go back too far, it may be a little bit of glue there. But you can always fix that at the end of the install, which you can use either the Skin Protect or you can use alcohol. Some people use these razors, but me, sometimes I like to use the scissors. I watched another YouTube video, and the girl literally said, just scissor it. So sometimes that's a bit easy, but you never really want to cut the hairline straight, which is why the razor is used because it's a rigid edge. But when you scissor it with the scissors, like, I can't really explain how to scissor it, but the way she explained it to me, I understood it, and I actually prefer it that way. It's a lot more easier for me to scissor it, but it's like kind of like layering. You're just not using, like, not cutting, but you're shearing it, you know, slightly cutting it as you go, but still it's not a straight line. It's like you're literally gliding down the lace without cutting. So as you can see, when I cut the lace, it actually didn't dry all the way, so the glue kind of came off great as well. But I'm going to go ahead and clean that up once I finish cutting, which is not a big deal. But this is where you will see most of the gray from the cheap quality lace. I guess it didn't really look too bad like that, but I did see another video where they used some powder concealer, so maybe next time I'll use powder concealer, but I don't use makeup, and I only had the foundation, the liquid foundation, and the concealer I use, which, you know, I use all the time, so I had to work with what I had.
Retro.
You will see me going around the hairline with the Even Spray, the red lace adhesive, and I'm just going to put the blow dryer on hot, and I'm going to tap that into my skin so that it melts into my skin. I'm trying my best to camouflage this lace, but note to self, guys, sometimes these Amazon vendors have some terrible lace, but we don't discriminate over here, so we're going to make it do what it do. I'm going to pull my baby hair out and tie it down. So after tying it down for another 15-20 minutes, as you can see, the melt is gray. Like, it looks so gray, y'all. I'm so irritated. But I came this far, so I cannot stop now. I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the hairline with some alcohol so we can get the extra glue off, the extra makeup, and go ahead and get ready to lay these baby hairs, because at this point, something has to give. So this could have been my make or break moment, because I decided to put makeup there so that it could blend more, but honestly, it just made it more gray. Like, the gray was taking over. So maybe this is why powder would probably be a better choice. But in this clip, you can see me just cutting the baby hairs at an angle. As you guys know, I'm a natural girl. I don't do the dramatic baby hair. So I did just a little basic baby hair look. Now, in this instance, the baby hair was like the lifesaver of the clip, because without the baby hair, the lace looked gross.
I also used a tinted mousse to mold my baby hairs, and you know, with baby hair, all you do is try your best to mold with your finger and the edge brush, but don't apply too much pressure to the lace or it will lift. If the glue is not dry as well, it will lift too. But you also want to do this fast so the mousse doesn't dry, because it just has a nasty type of consistency.
For the most part, you want to try your best to get both sides to match up, but like eyebrows, they're sisters, they're not twins. Once I finish the baby hairs, I'm going to tie it down with the elastic band for another 10 to 15 minutes.
Wow, that's really retro.
Then you're just going to go ahead and style. Now, like I said, I overbleached my knots, so I did cover that up with some mascara, and yeah. So after I got set up and whatnot, I thought about these eyelashes that a client gave me once, because she did sell lashes, and I said, well, why not get cute for YouTube? Because, I mean, I don't go nowhere, y'all. I've been out, so I decided to give y'all a show. I hope y'all like it, and thank you so much. I do upload at least 3 times a week, and I got a variety of things. Everything hair, beauty, with a splash of spirituality, of course. Stay tuned for more videos. Also, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Rocky, and I'm out.